Peace, love, and Black Power family. We are here with the second part of our double header tonight. And on this episode of Get This Wisdom Live, we will be discussing the Black Power Award institution as we will every Wednesday night at 11 p.m. Each time on Get This Wisdom Live. For the evening, Shakti Sterner, editor-in-chief of and co-founder of the Get This Wisdom brand. Callie Devine is not with us tonight, but she's always here in spirit. So, first things first, we have to give praise and honor to our ancestors who have laid down their lives for our liberation, for the chance of us to continue on the fight and their legacy and their name. There are many of them to give honor to, but specifically tonight, we want to recognize the Honorable Mosiah Garvey, who implemented the red and green, the liberation of African people globally. Now, I do have my young daughter with me, so you understand this is a Black family show. So don't let her being a baby making noises in the background deter you from the message that I want to share with you all this evening. Now, when we speak of the Black Power Awards, we don't think of any side of the realm that is African, and this is the second annual event coming up this year, November 17th, 18th, and 19th. Since the response was so massive from last year's event, days have been added, 16 workouts, everything that you need is going to be here. And in order for you to understand the Black Power Award institution, you have to understand the history of how the institution came into fruition. Shout out to Dwayne Jordan, the lead organizer for the awards. The brother has worked endlessly and tremendously to provide. There's my baby laughing, pardon me. The brother tremendously to provide a platform where Africans who are doing the work of love, of the liberation of our people, can be celebrated while they are still in this physical realm, giving them their roses while they are alive. So the institution was born out of the seed of thought, quote unquote mainstream award systems such as the Oscars, the Golden Globes, and things like that, were shunning our people, not recognizing them for their great works. So a boycott was suggested at that time, as it always is. One of the first things we do is suggest a boycott, whereas Brother DJ decided to put that energy into create our own system that is surrounded by African people doing the work so they can get the proper the proper honor of their achievements. So, naysayers out there against the event, we're still at where we don't have time to celebrate, blah, 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 blah. We have to see, we got to understand our African ancestors understood war. They knew war, but they also knew the celebrations. So when those small victories came about, they got together, they gathered in a drumming circle while Baba was over there banging the sisters, the babies, and the other brothers in the community would start dancing their behinds off around that drumming circle because they celebrated the small victories. So what we consider the Black Power Award institution to be is a small victory. People are now getting celebrated for the sacrifices that they make for African liberation. And we have anything that is attached to Africa or African is for us, it's for our ancestors, it's for our heritage and our lineage. And we have to commit ourselves to the process of growing such an infrastructure. When we look at the Black Power Awards and how vital it is to the community, our babies now can look forward to looking at an award ceremony that promotes the greatness that is within them, the greatest that they are, who they can be when they get older. They don't have to turn on the TV and look at the Golden Globes and see faces that look nothing like theirs automatically being celebrated. With the Black Power Awards, the babies can look into faces that looks exactly like theirs, and they know that being who they truly are, having the knowledge of themselves, they can still be powerful in this world. They can still be celebrated in this world. So the Black Power Award institution is vital for the youth to have that positive imagery of people who look like them, and not just Halle Berry winning a Golden Globe or an Oscar because she has her chest out, or Denzel Washington finally winning an award after all of the classic movies he's done, such as the Malcolm X movie and so on and so forth, getting an award for Training Day for him being a stereotypical what they think is a black man in this country. So with the Black Power Awards, the importance of it, it shows you that we have true, genuine African people nationally and globally that do righteous works for the sake of liberation of our people, of our babies, and our generations to come. As I said, I got my baby with me. She gonna see the process from now until forever of how beautifully African she is. She is a part of the Black Power Award process. All African babies are a part of the African award process. The Black Power Award institution is for them. So when we got naysayers on social media speaking out of ego and jealousy because they may have not been recognized, then that is something on them. That has nothing to do or to be reflective upon the creation that has been put into place to celebrate Africans. How can you go against something that is for Africans, to appreciate Africans? Let's look at it like this, family. A lot of our warriors were assassinated. They were imprisoned for doing this work. How do you think our brother Malcolm X would feel if an institution he got assassinated? Do you think that he would have went to his, I won't say to his grave, to the next realm of his spiritual life, his ascension, with a little bit more gratitude, with a little bit more, at least I got killed for something and it was worth it because the people honored what I do. This is a time that we could come together collectively to honor our people before something like that happens. Because let's just be real, family. When you stand up and do this work, you are a target because you are a threat to the system of white supremacy. White supremacy wants nothing of the black race, of the African race, of the original race of this planet to rise, to have success, to overcome the oppressive states that they have been in. White supremacy wants nothing of that. So with the institution, the Black Power War institution being created, it gives us that opportunity to correct something we should have done a long time ago. Do you, what about Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, who also was targeted and unfortunately, he met his transition because he stood up for our people. Do you think that his last thought, maybe outside of, my family and all this and that, do you think he would have felt, well, goodness, my people really appreciated the sacrifices I made so they could know better, so they could do better, so they could be better, so they could love better? Ceremony like this was around. But we have that now. We are in the age of creation, of Aquarius, and so on and so forth. But we all have to understand. I've said this before on many different platforms, and I say it tonight. We are creators. Our ancestors were creators, and we are our ancestors. So we are supposed to use that creative force that is in our DNA to create better. See, when you want to go after a system, see, the system is not broke, family. The system that is in place right now is not broken. It's doing exactly what it's designed to do, which is to keep original people in a state of slavery mentally, so they won't realize how great they are. So they won't realize how royal they are, how supreme they are, how divine they are. That system was intricately designed systemically to keep African people in a state of hopelessness and despair, and searching for a savior when that divine energy is implemented within them already. So moving forward into this year's actual program, last year it was a great turnout. We had there were 1,000 Africans in the infrastructure down in Atlanta, Georgia. You had David Banner. We all know who David Banner is. The brother's done quite a turnaround in his spiritual journey. Ciroc, one of the uh, most powerful female MCs, conscious MCs that we have right now. They hosted the event last year. It was a beautiful gathering full of just African love, that African unification. 1,000 Africans in one building, family. That's something that our ancestors are definitely proud of, and we have to continue on that legacy. Power award and institution commits itself to is not only the celebration of Africans, but the education of Africans, the advancement of Africans, the employment of Africans. Everything within the Black Power Award institution is based around and built for and catered to the African people, not only nationally but globally. And we have to commit ourselves when things like this are brought forward. They are moved here through human vessels by way of the ancestors to be put into play. And for we have to support the establishment. This establishment is something that we can smile about for us. So this year, I'm happy to be a part of the to ceremony is a success. But not only do we have the award ceremony this year, we also have 16 different workshops, which are going to be phenomenal on various different topics and taught by some very powerful people that seek liberation at any means by any means necessary, in the words of our great ancestor Malcolm X. You know, it's a 3-day event. We have night out this year as well, where the queens can go fellowship with one another and do that feminine, that good royal energy flowing. The ceremony though this year again will be hosting. He's phenomenal amongst the people right now. So to even have him attached to the ceremony in itself, we have the actress and poet Ernestine Johnson co-hosting with him. That's going to be a powerful situation. The 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 category awards are so vast. You have the the extinguished elder category. You have the internet radio category. You have the revolutionary category. You have the education, the edutainment category part, and so and it's just it's a good time. And of course the performances are going to be out of this world, with the Black Power Award winning Tahir RBG involved with the performances this year. You can expect definitely a good time to get those African vibrations moving through your system and getting in tune with that juju and getting it together. And then an after party. First off, one of the honorees this year I cannot neglect to mention is the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. And we have to understand, whatever your personal feelings about Louis Farrakhan, keep that to yourself. The work that he has done all these years, you cannot negate that or take away from that. So he's an honoree this year amongst a couple others. And the after party, boy, the after party includes a legend that all of us know, the god Rakim, the rapper Rakim. If you don't know Rakim, I don't know where you been at, brother and sister, because Rakim is everywhere. So he'll definitely be in the building this year. We got people coming from all across the country to add on in their selective endeavors. And there's a powerful team of brothers and sisters working tirelessly and endlessly to put this event together. So opportunities be available for the people. And if you would like to vend at the event, on 1 second, I'm getting the phone number for you to contact, because if you have a product or service to share, this is definitely an event that you want to be at, because let's face it, a lot of our people are going to be there, and we like to fellowship and break bread amongst one another. So if you would like the opportunity to set up a vending opportunity with the Black Power Awards, you would call area code 404. Pardon me. Again, that's 404 439 1044 for more details on that. Now, there are sponsorship packages available, because an event like this does take some financial support. And as Tahir RBG said once before, white power cannot fund Black power. So that money has to come within us. You have a $500 package available, $1,000 package available, 10,000, and so on and so forth. So you do have options to contribute to the building of, forgive me, that is my baby again, to the building of the Black Power Award institution. And I know for certain with a $500 vendor package that comes with two weekend passes completely paid for, that also comes with your business, your personal business being showcased on the Black Power Award website. That's definitely great exposure for you, because as I said before, last year was 1,000 Africans. This year we expect more at the event. There were 7,000 nominations award system, and there are definitely more this year. So if you would like to purchase your tickets to get on down there to Atlanta, you would go to www.blackpowerawards.com, and on there you can also check out about the vending opportunities. Also, we have a lot of things going on here, and I'm just excited to be a part of the process, because the Black Power Award institution has the definite possibility of being a long-standing institution as long as we as African people do our duty and our due diligence and support the institution. You want us to be recognized like the others are on the Golden Globes and the Emmys and all that stuff. You want us to be recognized like that? Well, we have the opportunity now, but it has to be built. This is a grassroots organization in its second year, and you have to understand the power that it has had just in 2 years. The first year brought in 1,000 people. Family. Public Enemy #1 was honored at the first event. I just had to be silent for a minute so y'all can absorb of what power that is. And given the sensitive nature and the country right now, with things happening in Virginia, whole debacle of a mess, which I won't get far off into, and Trump ability selling out his people. If you catch my drift, they got their shit together. Pardon my language. My baby's right there. They got their stuff together. They know the same type of thinking with our people. So when we clearly see white supremacy is now fully accepted, they're no longer in hoods. They're walking around with the faces showing they don't care. We have to do our duties as African people and stand strong and secure on our square, and not go about what they do, because they're dumb. They're devils. They're running around with tiki churches. Come on now, that makes no sense. But the power of creation in our DNA. Our DNA is filled with information. So while they're running around stupid, we step even further into our greatness and create infrastructures that combat the system of white supremacy. We make African being cool again. We remind our people of who they actually are, and it's okay for them to be that in this society and this country. The support of those that are doing the work to combat the system needs to go another level, or 10. We do a lot of talking, lip professing. Oh, this is what we need to do. This is what we should do. This is what we could do. But it's being done. The work is being done. Understand that, family. But when are you gonna, be who you are as an African and truly help build these infrastructures and institutions? The Black Power Awards is for you. It's for you. It's for you to celebrate. It's for you to be celebrated. It's for you to come together in unison with your people. Now we understand that it's financial hardship going on in this country because we are using a foreign exchange of currency that we were not naturally using when our ancestors were in their prime, when they were still at home before they were stolen and brought to a country that had nothing to do with them. When they were brought here, everything was new. They even had to change their dang on names. You saw the movie when the slave master, your name is Toby, and Kunta was like, no, my name is Kunta, and the here comes the slave man, no, your name is Toby. Psh, whipping him again. He's like, no, my name is Kunta. Everybody wasn't like that. Everybody didn't know. They were scared. They were terrified. This was something that was completely new to them. So they had everything stripped from them. Belief system, their language, their names, their natural way of living, their wives, their husbands, their families were stripped from them. But we're now in 2017, according to the Gregorian calendar. Much knowledge and information at our fingertips. The little smartphones you carry around are mini computers. Use it more for going on Facebook and destroying your brother and sister. Use it for building. And right now we have the perfect opportunity to build something so beautiful, family. Let's not drop the ball with this here. The Black Power Water Institution is so vital. The community of Africans nationally and globally, because have been looked upon in a negative way for so long, family. For so long. It's gotten to the point where we fall victim to the our open enemy controlling the narrative against us. And when your enemy controls your narrative, what do you think you're gonna get? Are you think you're gonna get peaches and cream? No. The agenda of you being a savage is pushed through the narrative that the enemy controls. So the Black Power War institution is one piece of that puzzle of controlling that narrative again. So those positive, beautiful images of black love, black power, black family, black business is now in the forefront for our babies and our babies' babies. So this stuff is deeper than just somebody winning an award. Although that is very nice, it's deeper than that. It's a it goes so far and above and beyond the actual winning of the award. People don't even see it. We need to open our eyes to the real problems that we have facing white supremacy and the lack of support that we have for one another in building powerful black platforms and infrastructures and institutions. And the Black Power Words is just one of the pieces of the puzzle that is necessary. So again, I definitely would like to thank Dwayne Jordan, brother DJ. Shout out to brother DJ for putting this together, along with a powerful team of brothers and sisters all across the country with one goal in mind, which is to make sure that this infrastructure and institution becomes self-sustainable and solid for the years to come. And this year's ceremony is going to be so explosive, so powerful. It's you wear your African garb, your African attire, so you come out and you see people like you that are dressed in African royalty wear, African royalty apparel, and they're dressed to the nines, and they have their locks all styled up and what have you. Come on, family. Isn't that like a dream to you? Well, that dream is now reality. And this year, at the second annual Black Power Awards down in Atlanta, Georgia, November 17th to the 19th, it's going all the way up. See, we not saying down because that's going to bring the vibrations down. It's going all the way up through the roof. We gonna be partying, we gonna be dancing, we gonna be doing performing rituals with each other, loving on one another, celebrating on one another, and enjoying each other, enjoying and honoring everyone that sacrifices everything that they have so that we can have greater for our babies in the futures to come. So again, expect this platform building up the Black Power Awards every week, every Wednesday night at 11 p.m. on Get This Wisdom Live, because Get This Wisdom magazine and Get This Wisdom Live are definitely, we stand with the Black Power Award institution, and we're going to do everything that we can do to make this successful. Now you can go on to www.blackpowerawards.com, like I said, to purchase your tickets. It's around $200 for the full weekend pass. That includes the award ceremony itself, the after party, the workshops, and so many other activities that are planned for the weekend. And just get ready to have a ball, family. Get your money together. If you in a town where you know other people are traveling down there, get with them and set up a carpool or rent a bus or something. But be there. Get your African behind in the building this November, and I promise you won't be disappointed, family. I'm so honored to be alive during a time where I'm seeing this. I'm seeing my people standing up and coming together and doing the work. We complain so much about what work isn't being done that we ignore the fact of the work that is being done on a continuous basis. I'm so honored, family, and I speak on myself and Callie Divine and the whole Get This Wisdom team when we say thank you to the whole team, the whole committee of the Black Power Awards for coming together and forming a conglomerate to put this together. And we're definitely honored to add on in every way that we can to show our support and to build up the Black Power Awards for many years to come. So, family, this was just an introduction tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Please tune in next week when we'll have more information for you, more updates, and more knowledge to drop. And with that, I'm going to say peace, love, and Black power. Until next time, family.